They called him crazy, a dreamer trying to reach Mars while his rockets blew up on Earth. But the truth, every explosion was just a rehearsal for the future he refused to give up on. In Pretoria, South Africa in 1971, a quiet boy with curious eyes and a head full of ideas was born, Elon Musk. While other kids played outside, Elon buried himself in books and computers. At just 12 years old, he built and sold his first video game called Blaster. But inside, he felt out of place, misunderstood, bullied, and dreaming of a world far beyond what he could see. By the time he was a teenager, Elon had one obsession: the future. He believed humanity was meant to be more than just passengers on Earth, that we were meant to be explorers of the stars. So with that belief burning inside him, he left South Africa for Canada and then to the United States, chasing opportunity with nothing but determination and a restless mind. In 1995, he dropped out of Stanford University after just 2 days. Why? Because while others were studying the internet, Elon wanted to build it. He founded Zip2, an online city guide, and sold it a few years later for over $300 million. Most people would have retired rich, but Elon wasn't most people. Next came X.com, which evolved into PayPal, changing how money moved online. When eBay bought it for $1.5 billion, Elon had the money to finally chase his wildest dream: space. He founded SpaceX in 2002, telling the world he'd make rockets reusable and take humans to Mars. People laughed, even NASA doubted him. His first 3 rockets launch exploded. Millions lost, investors gone, critics loud, but Elon didn't quit. On the 4th launch, against all odds, Falcon 1 reached orbit, and that single success saved SpaceX from death. Then came Tesla, another impossible mission: to make electric cars cool, fast and desirable. The world had seen electric cars before, slow, dull, uninspired. But Elon Musk dreamed bigger. He wanted a revolution. At first, Tesla nearly went bankrupt. Elon was borrowing money to pay rent, sleeping in his office, and working 120 hours a week. But in 2008, the same year SpaceX finally succeeded, Tesla launched the Roadster, and the world started paying attention. Soon his empire expanded. Solar City to power homes with sunlight, the Boring Company to dig tunnels under cities, Neuralink to connect the brain with machines, and Starlink to bring internet to the most remote corners of the earth. By the 2020s, Elon Musk had become the world's richest man, yet his eyes still looked upward. His goal wasn't wealth, it was survival, to make sure humankind didn't die on the only planet it had ever known. SpaceX now lands rockets like airplanes. Tesla dominates electric vehicles. Starlink circles Earth in a web of satellites, and through it all, Elon keeps chasing the same impossible dream: a multi-planetary civilization. They mocked him when his rockets exploded. They doubted him when his cars failed. But Elon Musk proved one thing: that sometimes the people crazy enough to dream of Mars are the ones who change the world on Earth. What do you think of Elon Musk? I'd like to know in the comment section. For more stories like this, please follow, like, share and subscribe.